meaning that it should not be used. It is a sludge.
Yeah.
They were to take that product and waste it in a common sense because it's not good.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Tokpa said to me during our conversation that that product was resatisfied by LPRC. Does that make sense?
No.
So what did I do? Because I knew in myself that cannot be possible. LPRC says that this product is not good, and they come back again and can't say it's good. I don't know how it sounds.
There are two reasons why that will happen. The first reason is one, they had an issue with their assessment their assessment procedure, which in my mind is not true.
It is not.
Two, they did some backroom dealing.
Yeah.
To have said, look, this product is not good.
Obviously. Yeah.
It's not good. Do not put it on the market. But then we can have a spin around it. What we do? Let's go back to them.
Yeah.
Let them recertify this product and say it is qualified for sale. Now,
Even though it is not.
That was the second option, I believe, that was taken.
Yeah.
And that is why we have the product on the market.
Yeah, and so I would like to agree with all of our points here tonight. The first thing, they had an agreement, like you said, in the back. Okay, let's do XYZ. Okay, for us to do XYZ, let's come to a compromise. You have to resatisfy the product.
Yes.
So where in the world will you, as the person who's responsible,
Regulatory institution,
to satisfy a product that you store in your facility, to say that those, that particular product is unwanted, go and dispose of it from this particular facility? At the end of the day, you come back and say, we resatisfy the product. What went wrong in that particular
why
direction?
couldn't you just satisfy it or do whatsoever you should have done and do it instead of you letting this thing to go and you come back again and say it is a product that. But listen, this is the thing. There are a lot of things running to my mind. According to one of the sources, the EPA person and those of the security, the police people, they won't be policemen anymore. That they gave the total of $4,000 United States dollars. We have the pictures. We showed the pictures of the EPA people when they were on the scene, when they raised the issue that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But this is it. LPRC and Mangame and Son, they entered a contract where Mangame and Son is to dispose all unwanted or failed, how they call it, products.
Okay.
At LPRC.
That's what they get. Okay, so that is a whole deal, Sekou. That's what Mangame and Son, there's the manager and owner of that company is called Musa, right?
Yeah.
So that's the dealing. They work with the laboratory technicians.
Yes.
They work with the operational arm of LPRC. Most of the products they can condemn, they usually give the contract to Mangame and Son with the intent that they're going to waste it, throw it away, or dispose of it. At the end of the day, Mangame and Son takes the product, carry
and do the
sell.
recycling in.
That's what they do.
They don't come back to LPRC any longer.
No.
They keep it out of LPRC and sell it to the Liberian people.
Yeah.
That is what they can do. So listen now. They enter this agreement and they are responsible to get the sludge or for a more simple way, the bad ones, to get them from out of the tanks because, all, big companies, they have their own tanks in LPRC that is stored their products and all of that. So what LPRC usually do, they go and check the tanks to know the products. That's the reason why they got the laboratory to test and know the products that are there.
At what level it is a residue and at what level it is good.
If they spend some period of time, all these things, to have them in record as to, being useful to Liberia. So when they notice that this thing was at a certain point, they could not be used, they went and did a laboratory test. And yet it's the communication from LPRC. This is why we want to also blame LPRC. Because you cannot come up with a test result and saying that this is not good. And someone is saying that you gave them the go ahead and you said you can't say anything about it. and then you want us to believe that you are a serious person. Definitely you are not serious.
So
You could even be into what has happened.
Seko, the last time over 12,000 gallons of gasoline was again by the same laboratory dissatisfiers or slush, right? They say it's not good. At the end of the day, the same guys who said it was not good, they went by and say it's good. So
You see?
that's the deal the laboratory technicians and these company importers and so they get involved with. At the end of the day, they make pockets of.
This seems to be a cartel to me.
Very serious.
It's an organized team.
So
this has been happening, and maybe sometimes people don't understand. Your Vigo is say, "Oh my, can you do it? My car sports more."
They plug giving problems.
Yeah.
They plug giving problems.
These are the byproducts that are placed on the market, and the lifespan of your car does not even go anywhere.
Come to think about someone who sells along their way is selling their product less than someone at the filling station, right? Because they're getting these byproducts, selling them in gallons and jars. At the end of the day, placing the money in the pockets of those people who bring in these products. I mean, at times someone must stop this. They should stop doing what they're doing.
No, it's not just about stop. We want to challenge LPRC. There should be a penalty for this. Listen, let me read the communication. Now, this is the communication from LPRC. They're not we the one manufacture this document.
No way.
It says memorandum to Ishmael M. Sharif, operations manager. At the time, he was the operation manager. From Sam P. Jala, laboratory manager. Subject: quality of product. AGO. Date: January 4, 2022. It says on Tuesday, January 4th, 2022, the petroleum testing laboratory of the Liberia Petroleum Refinery Company was asked to collect petroleum samples from 8 trucks. The numbers of the trucks are all included in this communication, and provide advice to operations and other relevant units on the quality of this product. You see, the people made it very easy. On the 4th, they were asked to conduct on all the tanks and trucks and everything to know if they are products that can be used so that they can get advised. Listen, the laboratory has acted accordingly and hereby advises you and all concerned parties that the product AGO does not meet. It's very clear. There were no, conjunction where to say we can manage or they should manage this thing or, but we should. It's very direct and exact.
Does not meet.
Yes. The product does not meet LPRC specs.
Okay.
Specification.
Meaning the specification or the standard or whatsoever. Because this is how it works. LPRC is the regulatory body. They have all the sophistication to determine good products from bad products.
Exactly.
So, before you can bring any products in the country, LPRC should get a sample of that product to know if it is usable in Liberia. They know what is good and what that is not good. Per law, they have the jurisdiction.
That's what the state of the art laboratory over there.
Very good.
To satisfy these products, whether it's PSM or agro products.
Very good.
To satisfy them. So, like you said, it's a big core challenge. But anyway, you complete this particular communication.
It says the laboratory has acted accordingly and hereby advises you and all concerned parties that the product AGO does not meet LPRC specs and therefore not in good condition and should be considered unfit for use. You listen?
In simple terms, we finish doing our checking.
The
checking we not do, we realize that the product that the people bring is not correct. So it's not fair for us to use it. Nobody must sell it.
And that was a direct and strict mandate based on instructions of let's verify the product, right? The verification went on. It was not up to standard. It did not match what is on the book for the consumption of these vehicles on the Liberian market. But again, the guys went on and did that usual
Second in the letter.
This is this is a challenge to LPRC if only if they are also clean of this deal. It says, therefore, the laboratory hereby advises you to dispose.
We see.
They say you're my wisi of the product, and please see the following conditions stipulated below.
Let's hear them.
So they put it in that
Technical
stuff and everything. They put all the kinds of things out of that, right? So all the results or whatsoever. So it means, in short, that product, the 29,000 gallons, were not to be used. They did not say go and use your machine
And redo
it and get it back in the Liberian market.
They say now good. We see.
Nothing inside here that said you should do that. So we're looking at what the laboratory results say.
The experts.
The experts that understand what it takes. And they've done all to reach at this point that they say it is not fit. Then you went out there. Another thing again, I want to blame LPRC. And I asked Mario Hoff, and he answered the way he answered that they don't get jurisdiction over what kind of machine the people are supposed to bring in the country and all of that. They may start to ask me that your radio station, the thing that you bring information ministry, no, and all the way I explained to him. I said, listen, before you open a radio station, even the microphone you're using, Ministry of Information will come and search it. Before you go to LTA, and they will come and see your broadcast equipment to know if it is something that
it is done.
Right?
The assessment is done.
I made all these kinds of statements and clarifications to just make you to understand that he is to be aware that before Aminata and Son can bring any machine to do whatsoever to separate, LPRC should approve.
Obviously. But what sense does it make that you are the regulator, you are keeping these products, and at the end of the day, you have people bringing in machines in the country
that can recycle,
that will recycle or make the dirty one tend to clean one, and at the end of the day, you have problem with the Liberian people. Those vehicles,
you think other companies could do the same?
So, well, here is it. The fact that LPRC does the assessment to see whether this product is good or not, and someone decides to bring a machine that will in some way turn that bad product into a good product, that in my mind is even injuring to the Liberian people.
Sure. So that's a line
that should not be permitted.
Great. It's almost like you have the substandard rice, right? And then you use those bags that come usually from the States and do the rebagging. Buy product and put it in new bag and sell it for $100+ the American rice. People going to buy would think that they're buying the American rice, but they're buying some rice full with starch, and then they're paying serious money. That alone is a very dangerous crime.
Economic sabotage.
Very well. If LPRC is indeed not part of this entire cohort, we're challenging them to come up and tell us what is the punitive measures they're going to put on Aminata and Son for violating what is on the board for them. So we're challenging LPRC to come and show up. Will you allow all of the other importers in the country to bring their own machine and turn squash
then there will be
product?
Then there will be no use of LPRC.
Then they become useless for the regulatory service of what they do in that particular space. So we're challenging the management. Like you said, Mario Hoff, if they are not part of this clandestine deal, they must be able to come up clear and tell us what it takes for such a violation. Or are they telling us that they're accepting whatever machine brought into the country to do that? Why must we deceive the Liberian people?
So at this stage now, as it is, we will give the benefit of the doubt to the hierarchy at LPRC. What needs to be done is for her to instigate an investigation to ensure that the information that has been provided, they can come up Of course, they can't counter it because there are records to show.
They did their own record.
So what they can do is to investigate Aminata and Sons or whichever gas station importer that's involved in that.
Aminata and Sons.
Yeah,
no different than Aminata
besides
and Sons.
Aminata and Sons, because that's what the investigation has uncovered. Meanwhile, there could be other importers that are involved with this. So
I'm sure they can be caught for
Yeah.
for now that Aminata and Sons.
That's why they must do holistic investigation.
So they have been caught in the cookies.
Other than that,
Shaka
LPRC
Toure
will be in the whole thing.
So Shaka Toure and his company
Shaka Toure
must know that this country is a country of law. So whatever clandestine and Shaka Toure and his Aminata and
You
Sons
see,
gets involved with, it is at the detriment of the ordinary people.
you know, Obed, we don't want to we cannot distance this man from politics because he got involved into politics, right?
Yeah.
And someone would think that is that the reason why people like Shaka Toure, they were pushing Joe Boakai to become president to do these kinds of things to Liberians? Because if this could be a unity party government and you have Shaka Toure doing what he's doing. Now, you're being very unfair for the Liberian people. You're being very wicked. Now, do you know how many persons that have suffered to afford for themselves and own a car? And this person go to buy a product from you. And at the end of the day, a very new car, they start to experience problems. They will start to blame, it is the mechanic, or maybe the used car area I bought the car from. And you sit and enjoy the end result of it. All what you're talking, it is not Shaka Toure that feeling it. It is not Mario Hoff or the folks at LPRC. The common people are the ones that are feeling what they are feeling concerning the actions of Aminata and Sons selling unwanted and unfit products to the Liberian people. The product, Shaka Toure of all persons shouldn't have even done, they shouldn't have, allowed these kinds of things to happen. Yeah, because no matter what you do, you cannot. It should not. And if this could happen, it means that it has been happening because they brought their own machine. So now one time they don't do it. So now one time Aminata and Sons now sell unfair products to the Liberian people. Because for them to get the encouragement to bring in the country their own machine, you will listen to Emmanuel Tokpa. You will listen to him where he said, yes, they brought in machine. That's the reason. Also, you want to say that all other importers should bring in same machine. Then what would be the function of FPRC? Because honestly, Fidel, if, for example, you gave me a document that expired 2022, and I have the means to redo a document, you think I'll go back to you? Why are you going?
No way. So, like you said rightly, I would like to agree with you, Siku. Shaka Toure is a politician and a businessman. You cannot neglect the fact. He was supporting Joseph Boakai, right? At a point in time, he had a rivalry to give King's FN notice at the point in time in one of his buildings on Ashmore Street at the intersection. So because of that political rivalry, came in, and it was known. It was a known fact that Shaka Toure has been supporting a politician, major opposition to George Weah at the point in time, up to present. Obviously, every government will bring you as an opposition to their government sources or successes. So it is clear. If it was Joseph Boakai's administration, was he going to do that at this point in time? In fact, Shaka Toure and others were going to be the leading petroleum product company in country, getting all government contracts and so on moving forward. So what is the intent of bringing byproducts on the market when you have a government that is pushing pro-poor, right? To enable citizens in country to survive, and you're creating a means. I was just researching on bioproduct, what it does, right? Because if you're using biopetroleum product in your vehicle, it creates inability to accelerate, for example. So there are several factors or symptoms of bioproducts on the vehicle. So Shaka Toure is not just taking profit to his family, but he's creating problems for
damaging our vehicles.
Damaging our vehicles. In fact, it takes some people 6 months or a year to even buy one car.
But
so the process of doing that day, at the end of the day, you will start running to market.
There are assets that are even expensive than vehicles. What about these heavy duty machines?
Very good.
What about these big generators and
Using petroleum products?
Yeah, that are using petroleum products. I mean, those are all considerations you have to look at. I don't know why they are doing this, but this is very disappointing, to say the least. This is very disappointing.
Yeah.
We cannot have a company of this nature.
Yeah.
All right. That's, I mean, come to think of it, bro. Our economy is already somehow strangulated. People are finding it difficult to survive. People are getting these little contracts from here and there, and then you have your vehicles. You can't move from here to Magilican.
What about these vehicles? People, in traffic. Someone gave you that car. Let's just put it in a simple like understand. You bought a car, you gave the car to somebody to run the car, and then using Anata products, and that person goes on traffic. 1 o'clock he calls you, Chief, the car gear has starting, or the car is not accelerating well.
You think the guy wants to close you,
right?
Yeah.
So he says that to you today. You try to fix it, not thinking that it is the product that is being purchased from Aminata and Son being used in the vehicle. You think it's just a normal plug or some other thing.
Then you
take it to the mechanic, and the mechanic tells you that, this problem is $50. Just for today, you need to buy this thing. You go, you purchase all the new things, you put it there, and then he runs it for the entire day. The next day, he comes back, not knowing that the product he's purchasing from Anata and Son is the one creating problem. He goes back there and purchases the product. And he moves a little bit, he starts to experience the similar thing.
Yeah.
And he takes the phone, he calls his boss man and says, Chief, the same thing that happened in everything. Do you know what's going to happen? That man going to lose his job. The car owner would think that the man is in his money. And then the car owner going to be losing because yesterday he spent $50. Today he's going to spend another $50 and another problem. Not knowing that it is the product that Aminata and Son Shaka is selling that is creating that problem. Not knowing that these products have been disqualified for use in Liberia, but they've been recycled and be used in the country for their own personal gain. You will listen to Emmanuel and some of you will get angry. You know what they meant to me? They say you stand here and you get a product, you buy it. Listen to this.
And Nigerians need to listen so you can make your own decision, especially about buying products. Imagine LPRC is satisfied a product and Aminata and Son Shaka to raise company. When he said they would defy LPRC, they brought in their own machine to make that particular product a good one. If LPRC is not in it, if they did not take back from Shaka to Aminata and Son to bring that particular machine because they don't want to lose.
Yes.
Because Aminata and Son don't want to lose. So at the detriment of the people, they say, we bring this machine, put it on the market, and whosoever can buy it, deal with them. That's what they do. Right? So at the end of the day, money comes to the pocket, they give the share to those at LPRC. Specifically the guys in the laboratory must also be questioned, and if LPRC is not in the law of such an ugly act,
then we need to know what LPRC does. You cannot know of violation and don't do anything about it. So you are not in the law is quite different. Maybe not in
the police process. For example, if you violate, you drive maybe without light or something like that, the police pull you over at the end of the day, and you continue your way, it means that you must have talked to that particular officer. Usually, they will move on. So, LPRC, if they cannot do anything to Shaka to raise Aminata and Son, it means that they've taken kickback, and that's why Aminata and Son brought in that machine. You think they will only do it one time? You think that machine will only come and operate one time and send it back? It is their normal,
it is something
regular operation.
It is something owned by Aminata and Son. And the guy said it. Let's play the.
But that's what I'm saying. They will be doing it consistently. That is a whole stuff they're going to embark on every time. They will get byproduct. buy it for small money internationally.
Yes, yes.
Because they
Okay.
will intentionally buy slush, bring it to the country,
They got a machine
pass
now.
it through LPRC, talk to the guy.